Hello everybody, welcome to Cars at 100, and on today's video let's talk about everything automotive. So we have a very nice act of performance by Ferrari. Ferrari has released a brand new F8 Tributo. So this car is crazy good looking. It is very technical, just like its predecessor 488 GTB, and it has a lot to show and a lot to tell. So let's first talk about the performance. So the car will have the same power output as the 488 Pista. So as you know, all the cars, when they release the high performance model, so those power outputs go to next next model in the lineup. So basically the next model from 488 GTB is this F8 Tributo. So basically the new Ferrari will come out with a better version of F8 Tributo as well in future, just like it was a 488 Pista for 488 GTB. So first of all, the power output is 710 horsepower, 568 torque. So the car is very powerful, just like the 488 Pista. So F8 Tributo has something to do with aerodynamics, trickle down from 488 Pista. So you're gonna have the S-duct also visible compared to the 488 Pista. Is gonna be very nice addition in terms of the downforce for that car. Overall, the car is 88 pounds lighter than 488 GTB, not 488 Pista. So overall the car is gonna be pretty fast as well, but still 488 Pista is gonna have the little edge compared to that car. But I will assume it's gonna have a much better technology in terms of the like electronics, I think, inside the car compared to 488 Pista. But overall the car is very sleek looking. I'm a fan of this design compared to the 488 GTB, to be honest with you. It kind of reminds me a very good kind of evolution from 458 ITALIA compared to 488 GTB. Even though the exhaust pipes, two exhaust pipes in the back were like 488 GTB, still, you know, 488 GTB does not have such sexy looks, I would say, compared to the 458 ITALIA, because it was such a shocking design when it came out. But overall I think this shocking design kind of comes back with this F8 Tributo. Overall the car is gonna have 200 mph top speed. It's gonna have a very tricky suspension. Of course, is gonna have the ability, just like Pista, to kind of direct the torque and brake in order for you to have more comfort when you're cornering at high speeds. So that's something that has to do with technology, and I think it's going to be improved a little bit better than 488 Pista. Overall the car is going to do 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, and these cars are becoming a ridiculously fast rear-wheel drive cars. Don't forget, having 0 to 60 less than 3 seconds, it's a very technological and very important achievement. I think McLaren was the first who really achieved those numbers for rear-wheel drive cars, and I think other cars, like I said before, are following suit, because McLaren is a very technical brand, and they have proved it in the past, especially with the SENNA that came out recently, McLaren SENNA. Overall I think that Ferrari is kind of gaining to that edge that they need to compete with McLaren directly, because McLaren is their direct competition. I think not so much Lamborghini, because Lamborghini always had the all-wheel drive system, and it wasn't as competitive to Ferrari, even though Lamborghini always competed with Ferrari. But I think Ferrari competes with McLaren because they both rear-wheel drive, and they both have the same kind of cars. So 720S for McLaren, and now this F8 Tributo same performance in terms of the power numbers, and I think that's what they were going for. When 488 Pista came out, it was a little bit more edgy in terms of the track abilities, and I think it wasn't competing directly with 720S. It wasn't even competing with McLaren Senna. McLaren Senna was much faster than the 488 Pista. But overall, I think right now what the competition shows us is that Ferrari is coming back, and that's important to see here. Overall, the car is very technical. The downforce that I mentioned before, the S duct up front, the car is gonna have overall 15% more downforce. Reason for that is because the car needs to be very technical. It is not a very light car compared to 488 Pista, but it's very light indeed. Power to weight ratio has to be very high in terms of in order to compete with McLaren, and I think McLaren has something to do with the very smart electronics in the system, and I think Ferrari is coming back with those smart electronics, and I think Ferrari is very technical. All they need to do is show the technicality and show that they really can do these fast cars, and I think the potential is huge, and it's there. It always has been, but Ferrari was kind of holding back, and I think they finally coming back. Let me know what you think about this F8 Tributo. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time. Stay loving cars.